Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are trying out a new brand, and it's actually a drugstore brand, which I'm so excited about. I received this package in PR and it's so beautiful. I have been dying to try out these products for a while now. So the new brand is called Jason Wu Beauty. I just wanted to show you the PR package. They sent me just a handful of the products that they have, so that's what I'm gonna be trying out today. If I enjoy some of the things, I will definitely be buying more. But we have an eyeshadow palette, we have a little brow shaper, we've got a liquid eyeshadow, and then there's also a lip liner. This looks so good. This is called the Honey Fluff. It's like a fluffy matte lip cream. It sounds amazing. And then a hot fluff lipstick. I'm all about it. I'm really excited about this brand and I have been so interested in trying it. So let's just get started. I think I am going to start out with my eyes just because there are a couple of the Jason Wu eye products and I want to make sure to use this brow soap at the beginning. I find that it's a little easier to work around than to try to do soap brows after you already have foundation on. Oh my gosh, I meant to mention this at the very beginning of the video. Today is actually a really fun day because if you guys don't know, my husband and I have a business together. We created makeup bags and it's our 1-year birthday party for our brand, which is so exciting. So we're doing something special. I actually sent out an email to everybody on my email list and you will see this on the website as well. But we wanted to offer free shipping in the US through the rest of the weekend starting today so that we can celebrate our birthday party together, which is kind of fun. I can't believe that it's been a year already. Last year was so exciting and there were so many things that we learned and I'm so excited to be able to continue this journey with you guys moving into year 2 of our business. So if you guys want to celebrate with us, you can use the code 1YEAR as you check out on our website and I will have everything listed down below. And yeah, that'll give you free shipping on all orders in the US. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much to everybody who has purchased a bag over the last year. You have no idea how much it means to me and I still pinch myself every time I see a tag or a comment saying that you guys have received a bag or purchased a bag and that you enjoy it. It literally just makes my whole day. And so yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys here on YouTube so that you could participate in our little birthday party. So that's where we will begin. This is the Jason Wu Brow Shaper Soap. If you guys know about the soap brow trend, I think that is what this is for. Basically, you're supposed to just use some sort of a mist. I think they have their own face mist that they sell, but I didn't receive that in PR, so I'm just gonna use my own setting spray. Here's the packaging. I really love the color, like all the neutral tones. Wow, okay, so there's quite a bit of this soap product inside. I have a couple of soap brow type products, and none of them have this much product in the pan. All right, I'm gonna grab a spoolie, and I'm gonna take my Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Okay, I'm just gonna spray this directly into the pan and then I'm gonna take my spoolie and kind of go into the product to try to pick up some of this onto my brush. Okay, I'm starting to brush this through the brows and it's looking a little curdled, but that's pretty typical when it comes to these types of products. You usually see the soap until it dries down again. Maybe I didn't put in enough setting spray, I don't really know. We're just kind of learning this product as I go, honestly. I could have also dug into the soap a little too heavily. Okay, things are starting to make sense the more that I brush through the brows though. So I'm just combing my brows in an upward motion and then I'm just taking my finger and kind of pressing them down into the skin. I feel like every time I use a product like this, I'm reminded of how much I need to like groom my brows. They've been unruly for a long time. It's one thing that I'm just not good at, I feel like, keeping up with my brows the way I should. But I just don't have that many brow hairs that I feel like when I do grow brow hairs anywhere, I just keep them all. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my Milani Precision Brow Pencil. I'm gonna let this dry for a couple more seconds. I'm already liking how this isn't feeling so crunchy. I mean, it definitely has a hold to it, but a lot of the soap brow products that I've tried in the past, you definitely feel locked in. And this gives you that locked in feel definitely more than a clear brow gel would because I pressed it to my skin, but it also feels more flexible. So now I'm just gonna take my Milani brow pencil and I'm going to just kind of start to fill in the brows just wherever there are gaps. And I'm trying to make the pencil marks go in the same direction that the hairs are like glued down in, if that makes sense, so that it all kind of flows together. Okay, the brows are filled in and I actually really like how they look. I feel like they're nice and fluffy, but they're not so soapy and so fluffy to where it looks unnatural. I feel like it just gave a nice soft soap brow effect. So I'm excited about this. We'll see how it wears. So far so good though. All right, let's go ahead and do my eyeshadow. I'm gonna grab an eyeshadow primer really quick. I'm just wanting to use something I'm familiar with. So I grabbed my NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This one is in the shade Light. And I'm just gonna kind of blend this with a brush. I'm just gonna take that and buff it out from lash line all the way up to the top of my brow. I'm making sure to blend this out toward the edge of the brow as well. I feel like I always forget to blend out my eyeshadow primer that far, and then it ends up looking patchy on the edges because I don't make like an even canvas for my eyeshadow. We're gonna be using the eyeshadow palette that they sent. I'm gonna look at their little booklet that they sent me as well. Okay, so this is the only eyeshadow palette that they show in the book, but I was on their website right before filming and they have a matte palette as well. So I think that there are two, maybe there's more, but they sent me this one right here. This is the Flora 9 color eyeshadow palette and it's in the shade Desert Rose. I need to be telling you guys prices on this, hang on. Okay, so they actually have a lot more brow products first of all, because I was gonna go find the eyebrow soap. So the eyebrow soap retails for $14. They have a lot of other eyebrow products. Oh my gosh. I might have to place an order later this week to try out some more of their stuff. But, oh, there are 3 different kinds of eyeshadow palettes. So there's 3 different shades. They have a entirely matte palette and then one that's called Prickly Pear. It's also neutral, but it seems like there's more shimmers, like there's more bronzes and deep shimmer shades. And then the palette they sent me is Desert Rose, which has mostly matte shades, but 3 shimmer shades in the center. And this is priced at $15. By the way, this brand is available at Target, I'm pretty sure, but also they have their own website. I don't have a Target near me, you guys. I feel like every time I say that, people can't believe it, but it's the truth. So I will probably just end up ordering on their website. But I'm gonna take this shade right here. I don't think they have shades, so I'll just be pointing to them with my brush. It's a nice mid-tone neutral brown. And I'm just gonna start taking this in the crease and a little bit above as my transition shade. I'm already excited just based off of that one shadow. This is blending out beautifully. I get really happy when I find new affordable brands, like new brands that will be at the drugstore. Now, I feel like this brand is kind of in the middle as far as price range goes, but so much more affordable than so many brands out there. And I feel like it's convenient too when it's at a place like Target, if you have a Target near you, of course, which most people do, but it just makes it convenient to be able to try new makeup at an affordable price. So yeah, I have high hopes for this brand. Okay, that blended out beautifully. No complaints so far. All right, I'm gonna go into the deepest matte shade in the palette, which is kind of like this reddish terracotta shade. And I'm gonna start to kind of deepen up that outer third of my eye with this. Going back in with that first brush we were using and just making sure the edges are blended out nicely. For the shimmer shade, I don't know which one I want to use. I'm kind of drawn to this top golden shade, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this with my finger. I'm just gonna start pressing this onto the lid. Ooh, it's actually a bit more glittery than it is a metallic shade, so I feel like you can kind of use it as a topper. It almost reminds me of the way the Charlotte Tilbury toppers apply. You just kind of press instead of swiping, and you can build up the pigment that way. It's not going to be like a metallic one swipe type eyeshadow because it does have a bit of glitter in it. So I'm just kind of pressing it and it adheres so beautifully. That looks so pretty. I don't know if the studio lights can really capture how gorgeous that is. Okay, same thing on this eye. So I've dipped into the pan probably 3 times and really just tried to press all over the eyelid pretty firmly to try to adhere as much glitter as possible all over that lid. That is gorgeous. I really don't feel like my studio lights are doing this justice. Ooh, it looks so pretty on the lids. Wow. I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna dip into the center shade. I don't know if it's gonna be a similar situation where applying it with a finger might be better. I don't know. I'm gonna try to take this on a brush though and apply it in this inner corner of the eye. Okay, so it works with a brush. I definitely feel like when you use a brush, you get more fallout because it does have those same glitter flecks in it like that other shade I just used, but it still works. So pretty. That one has a little bit more of a white base, but it's still got a nice yellow gold shimmer to it. All right, I'm gonna dip into the matte off-white shade. It's not a complete white, but it's just an off-white kind of cream color. And I'm gonna take this and just brighten up and clean up the arch of the brow. Okay, I feel like I'm ready for mascara on the top lashes. I'm really liking how this is looking so far. I feel like this is a great formula and palette as far as colors go for someone who's not too familiar with eyeshadows, but wants to wear eyeshadow. I feel like it's minimal effort with a lot of impact, which is great. I'm gonna take the Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara from Maybelline, and I'm going to apply this to the top lashes. Okay, so there is quite a bit of fallout just from the glitter shades, so that's something to keep in mind, that with this palette, I would recommend doing your eyes first if you're planning on using those shimmer shades. I will say though, the fallout was not nearly as bad using my finger to apply it than it was a brush, so just keep that in mind as well. I'm so excited about this palette. It's really, really pretty. We're just gonna quickly do the complexion with some of the products that I have recently tried and I'm loving. So I'm gonna start off with this Becca Light Shifter Doing Tint, which is a product that I tried out in my last video when I shopped my PR stash. I will have that video down below. It's supposed to be a tinted moisturizer, but I just use it as a glowy base and it is so beautiful. Gonna blend this out with a brush. And then for foundation, I am going to be using my e.l.f. Camo CC Cream in the shade Fair 120N. I'm just gonna use one pump of that. Just kind of dot it all over the skin first. Now this is where I'm gonna be a little more cautious just around the brow area so I don't ruin my soap brow efforts. Once I feel like I've kind of buffed that everywhere, I'm gonna take my sponge. This is my EcoTools biodegradable sponge that I also tried out in my last video. And I'm just gonna press this down into the skin. All right, for concealer, I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Beige. And I'm just gonna be using that underneath the eyes, just blending that out with the same sponge. All right, I'm gonna set the face with my Thrive Cosmetics powder. And I'm not setting the under eyes all the way up to the lash line because I'm wanting to use that cream eyeshadow on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna try to keep it not too powdery, too close. I'm just taking a larger brush and setting the outsides of the face, just with the same powder. Then I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Fair. And I'm just gonna lightly warm up the face with this. Okay, let's go back to the eyes. So I'm wanting to try out the Celestial Lust Highly Pigmented Cream Shadow. I guess I could have tried to use this on the top lid, but I wanted to try out the powder palette though, and I wasn't sure how it would work as a base. So I'm just gonna kind of swatch this on the back of my hand to see what I'm working with. Okay, so once you blend it out, it definitely has visible glitter reflex in it, but it does have that metallic base. So this is the shade CL03 Jane Doe. Let's just use this on the lower lash line. I think that'll look pretty. I'm gonna wipe off most of the product back into the tube. I'm just gonna line the lower lash line with this. And then I'm of course going to take a brush and just blend this out across the entire lower lash line. I think that's really pretty. It definitely has more of a rose gold base compared to the shadows that I'm wearing on the top lid, but I feel like they all work together anyway. At first I was going to add a little bit more to the lower lash line, but I feel like I want just mostly that. I think I will take a tiny bit of that transition shade that we used from the powder eyeshadow palette, just to kind of connect the outer corner, but I really like how the rest of the shadow looks across that lower lash line, so I'm just gonna leave the rest. Also, for anyone wondering, the Celestial Liquid Eyeshadow comes in 4 different shades and it retails for $12. So far so good on these products. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the same Maybelline Sky High Mascara to the lower lashes. I'm really happy with how ethereal my eyes look. You guys know that's like one of my favorite types of aesthetics or like feelings when it comes to creating an eye look. And I feel like this is so soft but approachable. Very excited about everything. I wanted to incorporate another new product that is not from Jason Wu, but I just had to put this in this video. M Cosmetics just launched a new shade in their Heaven's Glow Radiant Veil Blush. It's in the shade Venetian Rose, and oh my goodness. I'm obsessed with this formula, so every time they launch a new shade, I just lose my mind. Look at this. It's like a mauve with like golden shift. It looks delicious. I can't wait to apply it. So I'm just gonna take my blush brush and dip into this. And I'm gonna smile and apply this to the apples of the cheeks. This is so pretty and so rosy. I love the golden shift that it gives as well. I'm gonna take my powder brush as always. I feel like this really helps to just blend the edges of blush for me. So I just take the powder brush I was using on the face and lightly just kind of sweep it around the edges so that everything kind of flows into each other seamlessly. Let's pop on a little highlighter. I'm gonna mix these two top shades in the Dior Backstage palette. I'm like all about this all over again. I've used this so much throughout the course of my channel, but like I have been using it nonstop recently. So I'm just going to apply that to the high points of the face, down the center of the nose, Cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna take my EcoTools sponge and just press over the highlight. I find that this helps kind of melt everything together and it helps everything look more skin-like. I'm gonna go into my Jason Wu Stay in Line lip pencil. Let me look up how many shades of this exist. I feel like the lip products are the things that I'm definitely the most excited about. Wow, they have so many lip products. Oh my gosh, and so many shades. So this is the shade 5 that I currently am holding, but this comes in 10 different shades. It retails for $10. I definitely feel like if I like this, I will be picking up more lip liners. I'm a sucker for lip liners, and especially from the drugstore, you know, I'm always interested to find things that feel and look really luxurious, that are affordable. And so far, like the aesthetic of this brand, I mean, it looks so high end. So again, this is the Stay in Line lip liner in the shade Leave Me Alone, number 5. I'm just gonna wipe off any foundation that's on the lips, and then I'm just gonna line and fill in the lips with this. This has a really nice kind of moussey texture to it. It's a beautiful warm toned nude. I think it complements the eyeshadow so beautifully. And again, the formula feels so comfortable. Wow, I'm so excited about all this. Okay, we've got 2 lip products to choose from. And I don't know which one to try because I can't use both. Could I? I don't know. We'll swatch both. How's that? And then I'll decide. So first we have the Honey Fluff Matte Lip Cream. The packaging is so amazing. Wow, I almost dropped the whole thing. Look how cool the packaging is on this though. And here is what the color looks like in the applicator. So again, this is the shade Leave Me Alone as well. So I think this is the same exact shade as the lip liner, or it's supposed to go together with the lip liner. So I'll swatch this on the back of my hand. Yeah, definitely. I feel like they're the same shade, so that's beautiful. Let me see how many colors they have in this as well. I'm assuming there might be 10 since it seems like each lip product might have a matching lip cream. Yep, so there are 10 shades in this, and this is the shade Leave Me Alone. And then we also have the Hot Fluff lipstick. Oh, is this the same shade too? I don't know if the lipsticks match the lip liners. This is the shade Eclair, so it's not the same color, I don't think. Let me show you the packaging first. It's got this soft matte touch to it. Look how nice. It says Jason Wu on the side. It just feels very luxe. So this comes in 7 shades. This retails for $12. And apparently you're supposed to be able to use this on the eyes, lips, and the cheeks. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. So here's that shade. Oh, that's so fun. And also this retails for $12 as well, the lip mousse. I think because this one matches the lip liner, I am gonna use this today, but I'm thrilled about that moussey one because look, I can really blend that out and it's gonna create what seems like would really be a nice cream blush. All right, so I'm gonna take the Honey Fluff lipstick, love that name, and I'm just gonna apply this on top of the lip liner. Okay, so I'm just assessing the situation, blending out my blush a little bit more. I feel like I need to kind of brush up my brows. I feel like as I've been wearing this just throughout my makeup application, I'm not sure if this soap brow has as much longevity as far as hold goes as some of my other brow products. I feel like that's why I end up sticking to a brow gel, but I will say I really liked how I was able to create the shape with my brows first before filling in. So what I would probably do in the future is use this to create the shape, fill in my brows, and then honestly lock it in with a clear brow gel just to really make sure my brows stay lifted like this. Just adding a bit more bronzer with what's left on the brush. And then let's set the face. I've got this sitting right here, so let's just use it. It's the Rare Beauty 4-in-1 Always an Optimist setting spray, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spritz this all over. Let that dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go over everything one last time with my EcoTools sponge. I'm gonna take my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade 001 Transparent, and I'm just gonna make sure I set the T-zone so that it's not oily. And I think that's it. I honestly really love my makeup. Let's go through everything one at a time. So starting out with the Jason Wu, the Bush Brow Shaper Soap. I feel like I'm gonna have to keep playing with this. Like I was saying, I haven't worn this all day, but it seemed like it doesn't hold as well as some of my other clear brow products. So I think I would probably reach for my Milani Brow Gel or my Benefit Brow Gel still. I'm just so picky when it comes to products that are gonna hold my brows in place. But again, I thought it was nice to like kind of start with the shape of the brow, but I don't think you would need this product necessarily to do that. So for me, it's not like a must-have, but I do have to see how it wears still. So there's that. The eyeshadow palette, oh my gosh, this was so beautiful. I think it blended out beautifully. I really feel like if you are someone who wants that softer appearance when it comes to an eyeshadow palette, this formula blended out like a dream. And honestly, truly, you guys, the center shades really did remind me of the Charlotte Tilbury pop shades that come in her quads, which I have never found anything at the drugstore remotely similar to Charlotte Tilbury's eyeshadows before. So that made me really excited about these three shades in this palette, at least. I don't really know how the other metallic shades are in the other palette, but that's how I feel about this one. Really love the packaging. I think it's so sleek. It looks so high end to me. This is something that I would love to display on my vanity, and I love that it's from the drugstore. That makes it that much better. This liquid eyeshadow was very beautiful. I feel like for me personally, I reach for powder palettes more than cream eyeshadows. If I use a cream eyeshadow, I usually want it to be matte so I can use it as a base before my powder shadows. But with that being said, I thought it looked really nice on the lower lash line. But if I had to choose between these two, I would really prefer the powder formula as of now. The lip liner and the Honey Fluff. Oh my gosh, these are so beautiful. They feel really nice on the lips. I will leave a note down below if anything changes, but this is like my favorite thing that I tried today, I feel like. And the shades that they had, I was on their website and the shades look incredible. So I definitely feel like I'm going to be going back on their site and picking up a couple more of the more mauve-y tones. You guys know how much I love mauves and like pinks. This is a beautiful kind of pinky peach neutral though, which I still think I'll get a lot of use out of. Very excited about this. And I didn't get around to trying the lipstick, so I'll have to do that in another video, but I'm obsessed with the packaging, obsessed with the idea that you can use this on the eyes, lips, and the cheeks. I personally could see myself using this lipstick as a blush. It's so easy to just throw in a lipstick and use your fingers and like tap over the color and then apply it to the cheeks. So I'm gonna put this on my desk to make sure I try it soon. Maybe I'll make sure to try it in an upcoming video so you guys can hear my thoughts on it. But yeah, overall, really excited about this brand. Really, especially excited about the eyeshadow palette and these two lip products. So if you're at Target and you're feeling like trying something new, based off my first impressions, these are the ones to look into. I feel like you can't really go wrong with any of the colors that they had either. They're so pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I truly do get so excited when I discover new brands and especially affordable brands. I feel like there's so much more room for the drugstore to grow, in my opinion. For brands like this, like these are the types of brands that really just go straight to my heart. I'm excited about everything. I really am excited to try more from the brand. I would love to hear if you guys have picked anything up from Jason Wu. I know they've been in stores for a couple of weeks now, so if you've tried anything, I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. I would also love to know if there's anything that I didn't try today from the brand that you've tried that you think I would love, because again, I really do feel like I'm going to be placing an order on their website soon. Side note, this blush, so pretty. I love the rosy pink tone to it and also the golden sheen. That's something I love about M Cosmetics blushes, is they're not flat. You get the color, but it just gives life to the skin. So I wanted to make sure to mention my thoughts on my first impressions on that as well. I mean, I don't think I've met a Heaven's Glow blush that I haven't loved. So another winner from M Cosmetics. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. Again, if you guys want to help us celebrate our first birthday when it comes to our bags, I will have the link down below, and also you can use the code 1YEAR for free shipping in the US this weekend. I hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are. Thank you again for all of your love and support. I truly love each and every one of you, and I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are. I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.